Hey guys, my name's Anna, also known as GamerGirl17 here on YouTube, and welcome back to Persona 3. As you can see, the visuals are not as messed up as before. I talked to my boyfriend about it, and he was able to fix it for me. So now their hair isn't glitching, the backgrounds are okay, so yay! Since Yukari and Junpei have no experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Okay, I'm gonna talk to these people to see if they have any advice. Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Okay, whatever. What's this? Do you mind not touching that? I use it to transport delicate equipment necessary for gathering information. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be in charge. Check status. He's wearing a dress shirt. Defense 28. Straight tip. Silver necklace. Imitation katana. It looks real, but... So this is Tartarus. Practice bow. Okay, so we better head up. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my Persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right!
Got it. Why is she always like that?
There's always so much tension between girls in video games, and then the guys are like, hey, what's up? Let's begin. Keep in mind these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. What's this? Obtained medicine. Ooh, yay. Turn this way. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. I can see it. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage. Let's start the battle.
Tyhe has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Sure, I guess.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your Persona's abilities. Though skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Stop it, frame rate.
Couldn't finish it up.
That was easy.
Snuff Soul. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'd be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit, so try to surprise your opponents with the first strike. If you're able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yeah.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Fufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
The first time an enemy is analyzed, you may have to wait a while for the results. But from then on, whenever you analyze that particular enemy, you receive the results right away. When you are selecting your target with a question mark, if a question mark appears with the enemy, then that particular enemy has not been previously analyzed. You can select Analyze from the Tactics menu, or press L1, the L1 button to issue the request.
You follow?
Yes.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try? Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
When did I find out?
Please hit! This thing won't give up!
Only one more.
Ouch.
Weakness is fire.
Just one more!
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable.
Here's a
Attack!
chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
Complete victory. Great job.
Revival bead. Oh my gosh! Move! Obtain Snuff Soul.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details?
Yeah.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it? Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy. Fire is effective. Do you have a... You struck the enemy's weak point.
Please hit! I couldn't defeat it!
Fire is effective. 2 enemies remain. Don't get careless.
Orpheus!
Attack again!
Get him!
One more.
Just one more!
That one just won't die.
Yeah! This thing won't give up!
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. You wonder if this was what Igor was talking about. Health. After a battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the ones shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which has a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card you want and try to pick it. Okay. Yes! You have chosen the card with the persona Pixie. You are welcome Pixie into your heart.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
I checked the chat up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then use Takaba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before ending into a battle. How do I do that? If you or another party member has a persona with healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. Check stats. Okay, you need a healing. How are you doing? Okay, sweet.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about it?
Yes.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team's comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you? Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
The enemy's weakness.
Yes! The enemy is vulnerable. Attack!
That one just won't die.
Good, Takuba. The enemy is vulnerable.
Couldn't defeat it.
Really? It was holding on with only one HP.
Two to go.
That might have been a waste.
One more.
Yes! Excellent.
Last one.
I couldn't defeat it.
That one just won't die.
Keep up the good work.
Oh man, did I just lose it?
Yes, my skill level has increased.
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up.
That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on this prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies, don't worry about why don't you split up and search individually. Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. No, I don't know much about equipping other persona yet. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points, and items. However, they are not very strong. They can easily fall prey to an enemy. Be sure you keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually. Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
Wow, thanks.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. The Sea social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. From now on, you select your party from here before you enter Tartarus. I'll explain the details some other time. Trace Bien. You did very well today. Now let's head back to the dorm. You guys did a great job, but you won't have to shoulder the burden forever. Shh. If only I hadn't gotten injured. Disc. Dude, I can't take it anymore. I'm starving. I'm feeling tired. Let's go back. The dark hour will soon be over. It will be the next day when you stop exploring and return to the dorm. You decided to stop exploring and return to the dorm. Hey, you're Anna, right? Yeah, why? Man, I knew it. I heard from Junpei that you were pretty close with Yukari-san. What's up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. Wow. You're a douchebag. By the way, I'm Kenji. There's a morning assembly, so we better hurry. I didn't want to say his last name because I knew I was going to butcher it.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
My frame rate just dropped again.
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment.
Oh my goodness.
That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said?
Sort of.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Junpei is becoming my best friend. I'm really happy. Alright, today we'll be going over Meiji era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what? I'm tired of these textbooks. I just went over this novel in the last class. I've got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. You feel tired. Close your eyes a few minutes. Stay awake. Alright, Kenji. You'd better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself taking a nap while I pour my heart into reading this poem. For that, you get another essay along with your regular assignment tonight. I'll expect a slice of cake when you turn it in too. And don't be cheap. Don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. You stayed up and listened to the lecture. Your academics has increased. Class is ended for today. After today, you'll be able to use your time after school as you wish. If you have established social links, you may wish to spend time with those individuals. Also, there are many places you can go to in the area to raise your charm, courage, and academics. Be sure to look around in town as well as the school. Hey, new guy. What'd you think of the girls here compared to your old school? They're about the same. So your old school had lots of hot chicks too? Let's see what happens if they're better here. I knew it! Our school has tons of hot chicks. Okay. Being on a diet sucks. Maybe you didn't notice, but I look different than I used to. Dude, another gorgeous day. I should go for a jog before practice. I hear that starting on the 23rd, some athletic teams will be recruiting new members. Just a track team, kendo team, and swim team though. The others are full. If you're interested in joining, why don't you go check it out? Go down the stairs to the right and eventually you'll find it. Interesting. Do you tend to get lost in school? Yeah. Where are you headed? I'm kind of into art and music. I'm gonna go there. Leave this room and go down the stairs to the right. The art room, music room, and science room will be there. When you were absent, there was an election for student council president. Mitsuru Senpai's speech was so cool, I voted for her. Everyone else looks so small compared to Mitsuru Senpai. Sigh, Mitsuru Senpai. Okay. It's Class E's room. She said she's going to quit being a high schooler. Well, it's her life, not mine. School's barely started and there's always been a student who quit. She only had 2 years left. What will she do if she doesn't even graduate from high school? Student council room. The door is locked. There's a note that says meetings Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's the PA room. The emergency exit is locked. Okay, I'm gonna continue exploring the school next episode. So, this has been Gamer Girl 17, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!